And in those days, there were giants in the land, and the sons of the angels of God looked upon the daughters of men and found them fair, and took of them wives, and their sons became of old great men of renown. So they have been mixing with us on a genetic level since the time of Enoch and Ezekiel's will.
Here on Earth we're intrigued by the sun, moon, and stars, and imagine there's got to be planets like ours. Some conceive of a face on the surface of Mars, so in need of a meaning and purpose we've lost. That indeed they believe that these might be our gods, or that maybe with time we'll do right and evolve, and eventually reach what they seek, and then solve all the problems of man. But they really don't know that they fall in the works of our hands, all but just filthy rags. So we travel the lands to dig up our past. Time elapses, and with it are much of the facts. Some imagine that gods came in alien crafts. They react in this way, they're so desperate for meaning and purpose, but satanic servants, they know this. They have evil motives. Am I making you nervous? I'm just scratching the surface. The signs from Ezekiel's wheel, when the skies unfold like scrolls in the breaking of seals. Heed the warning, the message is clear. Heed the warning, the time draws near. See the signs from Ezekiel's wheel, when the skies unfold like scrolls in the breaking of seals. Heed the warning, the message is clear. Heed the warning, the time draws near. In the blink of an eye, all believers will be raptured. Anyone left receives a mark or they're captured. This leader will arise, claim his origins are alien, possessed by Satan on the side of the Nephilim. Profess those who left held us back from evolving, and now that they're gone, we'll solve all of Earth's problems. The worship of any one God will be halted, evolving to gods and ourselves be exalted. We'll play on these lies, and in time they'll devise and arrive at a plan that will help hypnotize all the ones left behind, the spiritually blind. He's stolen their souls, now he's stealing their minds. It's already started, we're seeing the signs. Just study the word, prophecies all aligned. They'll chop off the heads of all those who fight at one earth, one world. Aren't you excited? See the signs from Ezekiel's wheel, when the skies unfold like scrolls in the breaking of seals. Heed the warning, the message is clear. Heed the warning, the time draws near. See the signs from Ezekiel's wheel, when the skies unfold like scrolls in the breaking of seals. Heed the warning, the message is clear. Heed the warning, the time draws near. Where will you be in the year 2012? Are they casting a spell they're not ready to tell? It's time to reveal what they tried to keep veiled. Pure evil they hail, and they sell it so well. He fell from the heavenly realms where he dwelled, a once beautiful angel that tried to rebel. Expelled from the light into darkness and hell, now a serpent and snake with reptilian scales. He wears a disguise with angelic wings and mimics the truth with a lie so obscene. He always repeats the same thing he told Eve, that you'll be supreme, a king or a queen, that you can evolve to an enlightened being, a god of your own that can do anything. He feeds on our souls with this fraudulent scheme in so many ways, but it's all just the same. See the signs from Ezekiel's wheel, when the skies unfold like scrolls in the breaking of seals. Heed the warning, the message is clear. Heed the warning, the time draws near. See the signs from Ezekiel's wheel, when the skies unfold like scrolls in the breaking of seals. Heed the warning, the message is clear. Heed the warning, the time draws near.
Why hide yourself with, creating UFO crafts and things like that? Why that deception if that's indeed what's going on?
The creatures figured out that there was one way that they could frighten mankind, and that is to present themselves as technologically superior beings from physical UFOs.
Why would they want to abduct human beings?
UFO abduction might not be caused by physical occupants, but from creatures living in perhaps what we would call another dimension.
Posing as occupants.
Yes, the same type of interfering, harassing, paraphysical creature in every culture worldwide.
I've done honest research, I've documented cases, and I have case upon case that shows this, but yet I'm not accepted in here. It's like I'm the most unwanted piece of the puzzle. You know what I mean? It's like they're all trying to put a piece of the puzzle together, but when I come with my piece, they don't want my piece. because my piece is going to change what they think the puzzle is supposed to look like.
Hey yo, there's something in the air, can't you feel it? It's like everything has started to be clear, but you can see it. It's so intriguing to observe reality. What do you believe? Would we ever agree? I see a planet that's in questions and reflections of the past, repeated patterns, repetitions. A vision cloudy with deception, but we can press into the future, expressing our intentions. We want the truth, not inventions, not demonics or robotics sent to imitate perceptions. Are aliens holographic or organic? Examine facts, there's no need for a panic. And people say that they'll believe it when they see it. Take it to your leader who controls the spaceship. Tell me what's your origin, I'll know your intentions. What's behind the mask may not be what you're expecting. Bring us your clues, there's no need to be troubled. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Bring us your clues, there's no need to be troubled. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Let's filter out all the frauds and the gimmicks. Exposed to the masses, the masquerades and mimics. We study facts and inspect the clues. Discover hidden links to uncover the truth. Fit it together and collect it. And use the internet to network with like minds connected. It's most effective when we show respect. And where the evidence leads us, it's our direction. We follow patterns with experience. Abductions and UFO sightings have us curious. Is it mysterious coincidence that we have so many sightings without physical evidence? Are we part of an experiment meant to hybridize the human race without us knowing it? Will they accelerate our planet or destroy us and call it evolution advancement? Bring us your clues, there's no need to be troubled. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Bring us your clues, there's no need to be troubled. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Scientific with analysis. Let's investigate these things, forget about the politics. We want disclosure if that's what you got. We want to separate the actual facts from what's not. Open your minds for a moment and walk the narrow path and find that your eyes will be open. We can see the world in a whole new light. Read between the lines and you'll see that I'm right. What really happened in 1947? Aliens, weather balloons, angels from heaven. A-dimensional invasion. Now could it be true the Bible's part of the equation? Open our eyes to all the possibilities so we don't get burned by fakes and facsimiles. Common themes are a part of the key, so don't be deceived like Adam and Eve. Bring us your clues, there's no need to be troubled. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture. Bring us your clues, there's no need to be troubled. Everybody's got a different piece of the puzzle. Let's examine every part of the mixture and try to understand the whole entire picture.
You should at least be looking at it, not putting the blinders on.
And the season, it's almost here, and the signs and the reasons are very clear. The fulfillment of scripture is coming true, and we're expectantly waiting, the time is due. There's a change that is brewing, an urgent call. It's the same kind of feeling before you fall. It's a sense, it's an instinct, an inner voice. It's a test, are you listening? Have you made your choice? There's a crossroad coming, do you know your path? Are you lost and running? Do you fear the wrath? Don't you feel all the heaviness in the air? If it's real, are you ready? Is your soul prepared? There's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. There's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. Is your family equipped if the time has come? Would you have what you need or be scared and run? No matter where you are, no matter what you believe, is coming, to that we agree. It's like we all seem to know that there's not much time before we reach the tipping point and we cross the line. We got one foot in the chasm of this growing crack. We're at the edge of the cliff and there's no turning back. There's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. There's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. With the labor pains growing, you can count the days. So many earthquakes, tornadoes, and tidal waves. It's the eve of destruction, the harvest here. It's the reaping, but we will not live in fear. For our time of redemption is coming soon. By divine intervention, we'll see the truth arriving live and direct for all to view. If you haven't read the Bible, I pray you do. There's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. There's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. It's like time speeding up and it seems so fast. And while a month slips by, a year is past. You hear the same kind of feeling all over the globe. Not sure just what it's revealing, but you're not alone. The same dreams that you're dreaming are all repeating. It seems that while we are sleeping, we're given meanings. And when it all goes down, there will be no doubt. From the east to the west, to the north and south, there's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. There's a big thing coming and there's not much time. It's all been written by God's design. There's a plan and a purpose, it's all divine. If you're awake and you heard this, you know the signs. Trust in His word. Who or what do you worship? For whom do you serve is the ultimate question. Cause if you're not on the side of Jesus Christ, you are against Him. No one serves two masters. It's either one or the other. Either gather or scatter. Any kingdom divided against itself will not stand. You must first find the strong man. Then you can plunder that kingdom and take back what was rightfully yours. Full dominion. It's not just my opinion, but the word of the Lord, so make your decision. In His timing predestined, that no man nor the son nor the hour is written. Not even angels in heaven. Anyone setting dates and times, take heed and listen. The very hour we think that He will not return, the Son of Man cometh. None of us know of that moment. Only the Father in heaven has this bestowment. All the rest are false prophets. Even if they seem honest, their words must be flawless. 1 John chapter 4, 1 through 3. Test the spirits before you agree. These words enlisted to bypass confusion. God's assist is to cast out delusions. Prophetic signs that will come in the time of God's plan. Tell me, where do you stand? Do you trust in His word? Who or what do you worship? For whom do you serve is the ultimate question. Cause if you're not on the side of Jesus Christ, you are against Him. Trust in His word. Who or what do you worship? For whom do you serve is the ultimate question. Cause if you're not on the side of Jesus Christ, you are against Him. No presumptions or hunches are needed. No conclusions to add is completed. Every word that is spoke must all come to pass. A future said in the past. Avoiding all substitutions, and don't assume something's true cause it says that it's Christian. The enemy seeks division, and he enlists many minions who use their religion. Those infected with selfish ambitions, signs and wonders, charlatan Christians, villains who waste many millions just to feed their own egos on frivolous living. Those artificial false prophets who are filling their wallets and lining their pockets. We expose their hypnosis and their counterfeit pulpits is all hocus pocus. Deuteronomy 18 verse 22, dividing lies from the truth. Hey yo, come let us reason together. Let's divide the word rightfully, sharing this treasure. Recognizing, believing through the signs and the times, understanding the season. listen. Those who depart from his word, neither hot, neither cold, lukewarm. Whom do you trust in his word? Who or what do you worship? For whom do you serve is the ultimate question. Cause if you're not on the side of Jesus Christ, you are against him. Trust in his word. Who or what do you worship? For whom do you serve is the ultimate question. Cause if you're not on the side of Jesus Christ, you are against him.